Alright, so I saw another story on BountyOfTheComics.com. Another rumor claims Doctor Doom to arrive in Black Panther Wakanda Forever, provides details on his role. It's from Michael Austin. New rumor indicates that Marvel fans may be seeing the Marvel Cinematic Universe debut of Doctor Doom sooner than they expected. Okay. Basically, it was reported by Bleeding Cool, but I would much rather you give the clicks to Bounty of the Comics, because Bleeding Cool, Anyway, but the rumor is that not only is Doctor Doom rumored to appear in a sequel, but it's also claimed to feature a war between Wakanda and Atlantis, which would signify, Namor and stuff. But Ryan Johnston, or Rich Johnston, I should say, only Doom's presence may be very minor, only really there to imply that the war between Wakanda and Atlantis was down to Doom's interference. Probably a good thing to have like Doom show up more like how Thanos was, just wasn't even really named. He was just kind of like hinted at for a while, for like quite a while. Because like if you're going to have a war between Wakanda and Atlantis, it's like because the Atlantis, Namor, all that stuff, that's never been introduced. So they'll have to introduce all that stuff. So it's like the movie's already going to be busy enough with all that. Plus you got Chadwick Boseman's not going to be in the movie, unfortunately. So they're going to have to spend time with other characters, and someone else ascends. Shuri ascends to become Black Panther. Then there's talk about it's going to get transferred to somebody else, and so on and such forth. The Black Panther mantle. Anyway. Johnson adds, whether or not Doom appears, the movie production studios have been working on a costume and they hate to waste it. Maybe just a gauntlet. The thing is I don't know, I don't know how much you've kept up on comics or whatever, but Doctor Doom is just ungodly powerful. And it's not like this just happened. It's been happening for quite a while. But because like originally it's a guy in a suit, a suit of armor, and he's got his Doom bots and stuff. Now the Doom bots are unbelievably powerful, but he's even more so powerful than them, so he's become almost a god, and it's complicated. I won't go into it, but basically he could absolutely be like another big boss that they build to, although they're building towards Kang the Conqueror, time shifting and all that shit. Fuck all that time stuff. I'd much rather they just do Doom, to be honest, but I would be interested to see who they get to play Doom. But anyway, but what they want to do is they want to get Doom kind of separated from the Fantastic Four, in the sense that they don't want it to be just, he's the Fantastic Four's enemy. Because they haven't really done anything with Fantastic Four just yet. There's all kinds of rumor, John Krasinski's going to play Mr. Fantastic, which I would definitely support. I think that would be great. But, we'll see. It'd be cool to get his wife, Emily Blunt, to play Sue, the Invisible Woman. That'd be awesome. Anyway, but yeah, but they say, here, there's a quote from Feige, by establishing the villain as his own character outside of the Fantastic Four universe to start, and everything. And it goes on, and it just, he would appear in full Doctor Doom armor, as well as his alter ego, Victor Von Doom. He'll appear in a smaller role as the overall bad guy pulling the strings in Black Panther 2. It also mentions here that Charles Murphy at Murphy's Multiverse claimed all the way back in November 2019 that Doom would also be in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Now, of course, obviously at that point, this was before we lost, Chadwick Boseman and so on and such forth. So it's, I'm sure that was that seemed like that was the plan all along, maybe. But anyway, I think this is kind of cool. I'm not a big fan of Marvel in terms of like some of the stuff that they're doing, but I think Doom could be really cool. It could be a good opportunity. Yeah, the pessimist in me would say, they'll just fuck it up anyway. But at a certain point, Marvel, Disney and all the, even DC and stuff, they're going to start seeing, hey, you know what? We need to put more focus on making these movies good, because they're just not making as much money. Because the thing is making a movie woke or diverse or whatever you want to call it. That in and of itself is annoying and everything, but it's all in how you do it. And I should say just more in the sense of like sometimes it'll make you roll your eyes, but you'd still want to go see the movie if it's a good movie. The problem with a lot of this woke stuff is they're not good movies, they're not good TV shows, because they put too much focus on being woke. Too much focus on the diversity and stuff. Plus they like to try to write the female characters as like bitchy. That's a strong woman to them apparently is a bitch. And it's like, that's ridiculous. That's not how it is at all. I know a lot of strong women and none of them are bitchy and stuff. It's ridiculous. But anyway, I'll get off that rant real quick. But yeah. But they also in this where it talks about the MCU couldn't possibly introduce Atlantis without also introducing the Atlantean King, Namor the Submariner. But he detailed the Black Panther will not only feature Namor, but also Namor's cousin Namora and the Atlantean warlord Atuma. You know, definitely. I mean, absolutely. Consider Namor's appearance in Black Panther 2 to be akin to Black Panther's presence in Civil War to set up an upcoming franchise. You know, okay. I mean, that's that'd be a good way to do it. You know, I mean, we'll see. Report from June 2021 claims that Mexican actor Tenoch Huerta had been cast in the role of Namor. Okay, I mean, you know, one Mayan woman and one Mayan man. There's a casting call for Black Panther 2 to be played by actors of North or South American indigenous backgrounds. You know, the outlet claims these two Mayan roles are actually for the characters of Namor and Atuma. Okay, I mean, you know, I mean, we'll see. I mean, we'll see. It says if these rumors turn out to be false and Doom is not introduced, most likely next film to feature the villain is the MCU's Fantastic Four, which will be directed by John Watts. The official release date has not yet been announced. And you know, Black Panther 2 comes out this November, on November 11th. You know, I mean, we'll see. I personally, I could definitely see it because Doctor Doom they're gonna want to make a big splash with him because it's like he's one of the biggest names that they got in like the whole Fox deal and stuff. But anyway, I'll go ahead and wrap this up here though. I've already gone over 6.5 minutes. That's like like I said, I'm not giving them the benefit of the doubt, Marvel, but it's like I'm definitely open-minded. I think, you know, Doom could be really cool. You know, if he shows up, even if it's just a small role, just to kind of get an idea of the character. Hopefully he becomes as huge a deal as like say Loki was or whatever. Anyway, I'll go ahead and wrap this up here. Thank you very much for watching and have a good one.